is there an opportunity to get a kind of a therapeutic result out of astrology?
Definitely. In fact, Carl Jung was an astrologer, and he is the reason that a lot of therapists to this day are incorporate the archetypes of astrology into their own work. I'm actually studying to be a psychotherapist myself, but I've found that as a tool for the way I work now as a coach, that it really helps folks have self-compassion. If I don't like to use it as an excuse, well, oh, I'm a Scorpio, so blah blah blah, but I think that it is helpful when, particularly when things go to hell, right? Because that's when people usually call me up, is they want to make meaning of something that has been difficult, and this is a tool to help them have self-compassion, to find strength to get through it, because we can pull forward when we're talking about a person's chart where their strengths are, and to find a level of acceptance for whatever is going on. So it helps. I don't like to use it again as an excuse, but I do think it helps build self-compassion and even compassion for others. If you are able to sort of see kind of behind the curtain, I think that the natal chart can help us see behind the curtain of a person's psychology. It gives us a lens, kind of what they're experiencing from the inside out. It helps us sit in their shoes in some
Yeah,
ways.
it sounds like a means of getting to know oneself more intimately, and therefore having the opportunity to understand others more intimately.
Definitely.
The
Yes.
more you know, the more you know. What's wrong with that?
Yeah.
Well, let's dig into when you do someone's chart. What that entails, what that looks like, and what you know, you're you're giving back to people.
Yeah, so I need specific information in order to do a proper natal chart. That's the birth time, the birth location, and the year, month, and day of the birth. And then we have kind of a snapshot of this person's personality, their strengths, their challenges, their yearnings, their passions, their skills, their conditioning, what they learned from their caregivers growing up, and kind of gives a sense of where, and also where they are in their own season of life. And so my readings, it depends on what people come to me for. Some people are just like want a general reading. Some people have very specific questions. So I do try to meet the client where they're at. If I have my druthers, I'm going to give them a little bit of an overview of what the placements suggest about their personalities and about their um, root issues. So oftentimes it's helpful to understand what is driving me. What I get a lot of folks who come to me and they say, am I in my true purpose? Am I in my true path? That's kind of like
Mhm.
a trendy thing to want to know. And I'm always saying, well, it wouldn't matter. You are. We are all where we are exactly supposed to be. And oftentimes our sessions are just going to confirm that for folks. Like, yes, you are where you're supposed to be at this particular moment in time. Now, it's not
That's
always the
very
most
namaste. It's
comfortable.
very
Yeah,
cool.
yeah.
Hmm.
Because I do believe that. I don't believe that anyone is on the wrong path. I feel like we're on a path. That's what I'll say. Well, you are on a
Yeah.
path, and you are where you need to be on that path. Can I take the chart and give you a sense of your soul's yearning? Yeah, I can find that for you if you're not in touch with it. Most often, though, folks are like, "Oh, so that confirms for me what I was already feeling." That is mostly what I'm doing, is
Mhm.
confirming what people already know.